First starts now.
You would not wish it on anyone. A family says a man was found dead, covered in bugs inside his Fulton County jail cell. I'm Sean Gables.
And I'm Rick Fulbaum. And tonight, new at 6, his attorney argues he got no medical help leading up to his death. Just look at where LaShawn Thompson was allegedly sleeping. This deteriorating cell in the jail's psychiatric wing. And we're told that LaShawn Thompson suffered from mental health issues.
Atlanta News First report.
We're going to take a trip over to Atlanta where we're going to talk about another unfortunate story. Amongst my circle of peers, you know, we make it a joke sometimes where I say that, you know, I follow the law because I'm not built for prison. Like I can't do it, you know, between movies, documentaries, and just some of the stuff that goes on. I'm going to avoid that at all costs, right? I stop at red lights. I stop at stop signs. I do what I got to do to avoid dealing with those people, right? As everyone should, I would assume. But no, you got people who do things that put themselves in unfortunate positions. But just because you end up in an unfortunate position doesn't mean that you have to be treated inhumane. And in this next video, we're going to look at some things it's kind of terrible. Something else to add to my reasons of not going to prison. So we'll get into this video and we'll talk about it in the comments.
Yeah, you know, the lawyer representing the family of LaShawn Thompson tells me this is one of the most inhumane inmate deaths he has ever encountered. The family wants the public to see the poor conditions they say their loved one endured while here at the Fulton County Jail, but we must warn you, some of the images are graphic.
It's just unbelievable.
The image is hard to look at. 35-year-old LaShawn Thompson unresponsive in a Fulton County jail cell covered in what his family's attorney says are insect and bedbug bites.
The scene was so horrific that the detention officer said she would not even administer CPR when they found him.
So let's wrap our head around this for a minute. We saw the cell. You have a small twin-size metal cot attached to the wall. A toilet and your sink are connected. And the conditions are so bad in there that you have bed bugs that gnaw at you when you're in that cell trying to go to sleep. Again, just because you've broken the law, you end up in prison or jail or whatever this is, you still have your humanity. You shouldn't be in inhumane conditions. And that's what it looked like. So for somebody to be in a cell so long and be eaten by bed bugs that you pass from it, that's hard to wrap your head around. It's hard for me to wrap my head around. I can't speak for the masses. But this is just something else that says, I don't need to be going to prison. I'm going to continue being a law-abiding citizen because this is outrageous to me. And, you know, it's unfortunate because this man passed away. But did you ever think you would wake up one morning and be like, oh, yeah, somebody passed away from bed bugs? You know, that's just hard to wrap your head around.
She was freaked out. In her words, freaked out by the scene.
Thompson was arrested for misdemeanor battery in June of 2022. Attorney Michael Harper says the inmate was placed in the psychiatric wing of the jail where he remained for 3 months.
No one really checked on him. We have some records from the jail showing that they saw he was deteriorating from the medical staff and from the detention officers.
Thompson was found dead inside his cell on September 13th, 2022. An autopsy showed no signs of trauma. While his death is listed as undetermined, the medical examiner noted a severe bed bug infestation.
It looks like it had been there for months, and no one cared. No one cleaned it up. No one did anything, apparently.
Pictures from inside Thompson's cell show deplorable conditions. The room covered in filth, Harper says, unfit for even a dog.
No one should live in those conditions, whether you're charged with a crime or not.
Thompson's family now calling for accountability. They want the jail shut down and replaced and a full criminal investigation into their loved one's death.
It's a big ask, we understand that. But you have to make the conditions better to avoid this from happening to someone else.
So there you have it. This man passed away in jail because he was eaten by bed bugs. It's a horrible way to go out, especially. I mean, I'm looking at this and I'm squeamish because I'm not a bug person. Say what you want about me, I'm not a bug person. So if I'm in a cell, I'd have been screaming bloody murder, trying to get somebody to pay attention to me. But in this case, it looks like nobody cared what was going on inside of this jail cell. And I'm gonna say it again, it's just another notch on my belt of reasons why I'm gonna do everything within my power to stay out of jail, prisons, or whatever it may be, because I'm just not built for it. Can't do it. I like being on the streets doing whatever it is that I want to do. But again, if it does happen, the conditions need to be in a manner to where I can at least serve out my sentence and have the hopes of getting out one day, and either being in better. I should be in better shape than I was when I went in. But in this case, that didn't happen, and this man passed away by one of the most nastiest things I've seen in a long time, and that's being eaten by bed bugs. I mean, just imagine you can't even lay down and go to sleep comfortably. So they said they listed the cause of death as unknown. Well, he probably had all kind of things going on. So that's why they can't figure it out, because there was so much going on. But unfortunate events. Atlanta, let's get to Fulton County and see what we could do to clean that up a little bit. I appreciate everybody for watching with us. Until next time, I'm out.